What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. Hitmonkey just came out and he is a blast, but him and his friends Sera Control and Bounce decks are just plaguing the Marvel Snap ladder if you have been playing since the new season. Now today we've got a deck to just slap it right across the face, whether you didn't get Hitmonkey or you're just looking for a way to counter all those combos. Today's deck is going to be a certified banger with very easy to understand strategies and a multiple win condition setup that makes it stupid easy to win against these decks. Now we're going to teach you everything you need to know from the card combos to the turn-by-turn plays. And guys, trust me, I feel bad because I don't love Sandman, but this deck has a lot of other moving pieces, and the win rate right now is absolutely through the roof. I myself was sporting over a 70% win rate and was just cleaning up 8 cube wins with the deck. Let's go ahead and break it down. Now let's go ahead and start off with the 2 win conditions of the deck. I know you see Sandman and you're thinking, yeah, Cozy, it's a Sandman deck. What is so special? Well, I'll tell you what is special over there. You get 2 win conditions with the deck because typically, Sandman, you need the perfect cards to align, like having Dr. Doom, Electro, Odin, all that good stuff is great. It really is. But if you don't get it, you're kind of stuck, losing. So now we have a Wave that we can also play on turn 5 with our Doom Wave decks as an alternate way to win. Now, she's a ramp card for Sandman, but at the same time, she allows us to play She-Hulk alongside any of our other cards, like Devil Dinosaur, Magneto, Dr. Doom, or even my nerfed wiped Arrow, who everyone claimed she was dead. And I tell you what, she's perfect in this deck, and it's how I won a lot of my 8 cube gains by playing her, followed by something like Odin. Now, you have the Dr. Doom Odin combo like we talked about, and we have some low-cost cards to give us a nice advantage early on. If we do play Sandman, or if we play Wave, we have other options to get to these cards. Sunspot is obviously going to be the card that we want to go ahead and pair with She-Hulk naturally, right? If they Killmonger it, no big deal. It is what it is. If you're afraid of that, you can put armor in the deck. Ebony Maw is one of those cards that probably one of the most in this game. You either love it or you hate Ebony Maw as a card and you will refuse to put it in your decks. But I gotta tell you guys, it makes complete sense in this deck. Without question. You have multiple cards that only allow you to play one card at a time, and Ebony gives you a very early power presence. But at the same time, if you were to put like Scorpion in the deck or Lizard, it just doesn't feel as good when Jubilee pulls it. The only card we don't want Jubilee to pull mainly is going to be Sunspot, and Jubilee serves an awesome role in the deck, whether we play Sandman or just trying to get a ramp card out, or we just get one of our huge options that you guys can see as far as we have Arrow, Dr. Doom, Odin, She-Hulk, a lot of great cards. And then we have cards like Magneto to go and play with Sandman to move the few cards that they did play. So we have a lot of moving pieces to counter them, but at the same time give us a lot of power and presence on the board. There is one card that I'm not going to say out loud. It's kind of like Voldemort, who should not be named. You could put it in the deck. I don't want to encourage it because of, the past metas and stuff, but clearly that's going to be just a huge card to play as well if you don't get Sandman. But again, I don't know what y'all are talking about. So now that we've broken down the cards, let's go ahead and talk replacement options and then head to the turn-by-turn playstyle. Now, with the replacement option, guys, I would say my favorite would be Claw and Captain Marvel. Even though you don't see on the list down below, I would also say cards that can move. Vision, Nightcrawler, even America Chavez to thin the deck out and help you pull the Sandman and Wave. It really comes down to personal preference, but I will say the deck that we have here has worked really well for me as well as the general public. Devil Dinosaur is probably the most replaceable option in the deck next to Arrow if you don't want to play her post-nerf. And if you don't want to play Ebony Maw, if you're just not about Ebony, just make sure if you plug in Lizard or Scorpion, then you get rid of Jubilee as well. But I think she's a perfect addition to help you with that card draw. Now let's go ahead and go through the turn-by-turn playstyle and help you guys truly understand how to play a Sandman ramp counter deck. Turn-by-turn is a bit easier than usual for the first 3 turns, as we only have 2 1-cost drops and then 2 3-costs. Now on turn 1, the preference is going to be Sunspot most likely. You can play Ebony Maw here as well, and it gives you a nice stance in priority. However, I like to see a couple locations before I play my Ebony because I don't want to lock myself out from too many locations. So in turn 1, Sunspot gets the edge. Now on turn 2, obviously we don't have a 2-cost drop. If you do have Scorpion or Lizard, now would be the time to play them. But if you're playing this deck, Sunspot floating is probably the best choice, or playing that Ebony Maw that you didn't play on turn 1. And when it comes to turn 3, you're going to hope that you have a ramp card, and this really decides the rest of the game right here. If you have Wave, She-Hulk, and a 5-cost drop, you're looking to do the Wave 5 combo for your win condition. If you have Sandman and Electro, that's obviously the path you would like to take. If you have cards like Dr. Doom and Odin in hand as well. However, if you don't have any key indicators for win conditions in your hand, this is where you have a choice to make. Typically, I like to go with Electro because you have a bit more of a high-cost deck, but playing Wave out now isn't a bad idea if you don't have She-Hulk in hand and you're not looking to do the Wave 5. Then you can cheat out Sandman with Wave if that is what the opportunity calls for. Especially against a deck like Shuri, if your opponent's not playing that many cards, then a simple Arrow and Odin is typically going to win against those decks. So again, it does depend on how much your opponent did flood the board as well. You don't want to play Sandman down if your opponent has a ton of 1-cost and you didn't draw any of yours and they already have priority, because then you're setting yourself up to fail. On turn 4, if you did not get to play a ramp card and you have no way to get Sandman out there, you can typically Jubilee here. Jubilee is always going to have good value, even with Ebony Maw. You get 7 power, or if you get Devil or any of the high 5 and 6 cost cards, like Odin, which is going to trigger her again, and maybe you pull Sandman out of that. Other than Jubilee, if you were able to play Wave, obviously this is where you want to activate the Sandman if that is your win condition, or if you played Electro, you would do the exact same thing. As we head into turn 5, this is going to be really different depending on the win condition path that you chose. If it's Electro, at this point, you can now play 6-cost cards, so setting up your Dr. Doom and Odin combo might be advantageous, or you can go ahead and play Magneto to disrupt what they're playing, get Sandman out there if you haven't done so already. Now, if you didn't play Electro and you still have Wave, obviously, this is where you're only going to play Wave as your only card to set you up for turn 6 if you do have She-Hulk in hand. If you don't have Wave, then, you could play Arrow to do some disruption, maybe Odin on top of that Arrow next turn, or just play Devil Dinosaur for good value. Now, finally, we head into turn 6, and again, it's all about reading the board and what your opponent has. This is where the combos come into play majorly. You can do Magneto if you put Sandman out very early and just completely mess up all of their lanes. If you have priority, you can play Arrow by herself, or if you played her in the previous turn, you can throw Odin on top of that. Same goes for Dr. Doom. If you had Electro, you can double up the Dr. Doom. This is your double up reveal phase. Now, if you went with the Wave 5 choice, you could play She-Hulk alongside any other card. Now, typically, Arrow She-Hulk is a very strong combo, but it does depend on the locations. Dr. Doom She-Hulk might be great, or even Magneto She-Hulk as well. If you have Jubilee on the board, you can throw Odin on the Jubilee and then play She-Hulk. There's a lot of mix and matching depending on the 5 and 6 cost cards you chose. But for the most part, at this point, you're probably going to win if you did play Wave on 5. Altogether, there's a lot of different factors, but for the most part, this is the linear plan to success. So there you go, the turn-by-turn, very easy. Probably one of the more easy decks to play and pilot and snap outside of like the brain-dead Shuri decks out there. We're going to go ahead and hop into some battles, show you guys how I pilot the deck, and decide which card to play and win. Let's hop in. Hey, yeah, sorry to interrupt, guys, but after I made this video, Sunspot was the only card that got nerfed in this deck, so you will be seeing the 1/1 Sunspot. Not earth-shattering. If it makes you feel better, take 1 energy off and tell me if I lost a game because of it. But yeah, that's all. Okay, bye now. Alright, guys, it's time to counter the meta with this Sandman deck, and this is, I think this deck is going to be absolutely nasty at taking care of a lot of the stuff out there outside of maybe Shuri, but even then I think we could win. So obviously, double Scorpion Sinister London plays always hot. Always a great opening here. Okay. Man, it's tough to come back from that double swipe. We have Crimson Cosmos as the other location. We already have Sandman in hand. No ramp cards. Kind of rare for that to happen. All right, we did get our She-Hulk this turn. I guess we can double play this now, and then we'll play Sandman next turn, and this kind of helps us not be super behind. All right, guys, so it's turn 5, and we're going to simply play double Sandman. Yeah, that's the quickest retreat you're ever going to see. They're out of there. The second he didn't even get to flip all the way, and this guy was like, no, I'm out. I'm out. All right, guys, we have Son of Jace, and we have Space Throne as the first location. Yeah, not the best or the worst for a Sandman deck. And we're going up against Darkhawk. About 90% sure, right? Plunder Castle, Wowzer. 0 for 2 on good locations. Dr. Doom loses some value with Space Throne. Do we get screwed the third time? Okay, Strange Academy. So that means by turn 5, probably should want to play something over here on Space Throne. I think we're just going to play Electro. If we pull Sandman, we will do him. Okay, we have Jubilee. Jubilee, this time around is just not good. Doesn't offer us a lot. We could arrow Space Throne here as like a big... You didn't see it coming play. And then also that kind of like helps us with the Strange Academy mix-up. I think this is what we do. He can't play into Plunder Castle. We can. I feel pretty good about our odds on this one. Unless he plays Darkhawk into the Space Throne. Then we would be screwed. Does he leave immediately or does he stay, guys? Cool. All right. He's giving us the thumbs up. I do still think we play Sandman now. We could, I don't know what that visual glitch was. We could play Magneto last turn to move that bishop, even if he builds it up. Now, what it is, guys, 100%. This guy was like, hey, no big deal. I got so many combo pieces up my sleeve. I'm going to play 3 cards now. I'll play a lot next turn. My bishop's going to be through the roof. But Sandman's going to ruin his day. He didn't leave already. He's going to leave now for sure. Okay, yeah. Again, like, nice job, right? Like, hey, pretty good. So, couple ways we can win. He could have Korg to build up that Darkhawk even more so. So we can count pretty easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So he's not going to be able to... he's out of here, yeah. Let's counter that meta, baby. This guy has ink splits, too. He's not messing around. Not messing around. We just got the flat-out dubs. And Sandman pulling strong yet again. We won with 3 cards. All right, so we have Ebony Maw, Magneto, She-Hulk, Jubilee. First location is Miniaturized Lab. Probably the best location that you could have for Maw outside of, like, you know, Dark Dimension. You have a Darkhawk deck that I am not scared of, guys. Maybe. Let's see what we get. Okay, nothing we can do on this turn. We're going to hope for a ramp card. And or I'll settle for Sandman. And even the spot would be okay. Well, I don't think this is bad. I don't know if it's good. It's not bad, though. Okay, so here comes the reshuffle. And it's about as hot garbage as you would expect it to be. We can play She-Hulk now and or Jubilee. Jubilee is okay. Anything other than Sunspot is probably a W. It's nice to play the She-Hulk for this cheap now. And let's do it. And we also get a Sentinel back, too. Oh, boy. Well, that's par for the course, wouldn't you guys say so? Okay, so here's the fun thing, though. Here's our alternate win condition, right? So, obviously, one would say we didn't exactly get good luck on that last draw of Jubilee. But we're going to just play Wave. Now we can play 2 cards. So, probably we can go with Dr. Doom and She-Hulk. That's not bad. He's snapping, so he feels good, whatever he has. All right, guys, so this is what I think. He can only play 1 card, right? We can play multiple cards. We're going to play She-Hulk in the middle and Magneto right side. Magneto's going to pull the Darkhawk over. And I think this is going to be dubs. I don't think he'll be able to beat this. We move everything. All is dandy. We're going to go ahead and go Magneto right side, though. I feel pretty good. He's snapping. We're going to match his snap. I feel like he feels pretty confident about his play, but my friend, I do as well. No way he can play really anything that would surprise us here, right? So I will tell you this, guys. That was awesome. I did not think he was going to play a 4-cost card. Not at all with the White Queen. And we snagged it up. That was beautiful. One Magneto just won us the game. And then you had the She-Hulk too. So that's a great example of we didn't get Sandman, or we had him, but it wasn't the optimal play. We went with the wave path. And then you were able to do wave and Magneto, wave and Doom. A lot of ways to win, guys. So good stuff there. Fun fact, if we would have played Doom, I think we would have lost, right? No, if we played Doom with She-Hulk, we would have won. So either way, nice. Okay, FanfarRaspberry. All right. Like it. Love to see it. Odin, Dr. Doom, Sandman, She-Hulk. I mean, really good starting high power cards. If we can get a ramper, don't be Sandman. Okay, well. So we have Wave to help us ramp. But guys, I swear to God, by filming today, I've seen Shadowland, Weird World, and Sokovia way too much. I don't know what's going on. Plunder Castle is pretty good for us. I think we're going to snap. We're going to play Wave now. Sandman next turn. Dr. Doom, Odin, 1 lane. This is like the clear-cut staple how to play this deck and get an easy win, guys. Especially with something like Plunder Castle, where we can play both into that. Oh, you don't want to skip this turn. Okay, well, he's skipping, and that is the last thing this guy wants to do, sadly. For sure. So we actually cannot do both on this lane because, you know, we have 2 turns left. We won't be able to play both cards, period. We could do Dr. Doom now, then Odin. That's one case. We could do Dr. Doom and then Sandman, then Odin. I don't hate that idea. We could do a lot. We're not really ahead of him right now. So, like, if we played Sandman and Jubilee, if you look at our cards, not a whole lot less left. I do like the arrow idea as well. I think we do play Dr. Doom. I think I like the idea of that. Okay, he's going to Shuri. So we... Oh. Okay, so this is... Hey. How to beat Shuri for idiots, right? One of those books, dummies, not idiots, dummies. How to beat Shuri for dummies. All we have to do, my friends, we're going to play Arrow in the middle here. Or we could play Sandman, either or. But we know he's going to play just one big card. So we're going to play Arrow in the middle. He happened to play middle. Oh, no. Not good. Well, okay. Actually, that's not that great. Don't love the Captain Marvel there. Little bit worried about that. But we play Odin. We move another card. We activate Dr. Doom yet again. And we force him to play middle. The Marvel makes things a little tough, but she won't move because she has to beat the lane she's in. Okay, so what are we going to see? Like Zero Lizard, Titania? We got I don't know. We have a lot about to happen here. All right, Zero. Titania doesn't win. Lizard. Cool. Sunspot. Great. You can't go anywhere. Yep, that's not going to cut it, though. Here we go. 4-cube win against a Shuri deck. So not only is this deck good against, obviously, countering the Hitmonkey meta, but, you know, you can win Shuri with the right lay down and combo pieces. Okay, we have Isaac here, and we have She-Hulk and Dr. Doom. Some decent plays. Not going to play Ebony just yet. I don't like playing Ebony until we have a little bit more information. We have till turn 3, and this deck doesn't rush you too much. This, however, is really cool. Because we're swapping locations, it makes it a bit tougher with Sanctum. But I think we do play this now, and probably we're going to snap, depending on what we get. The hub? Cool. Okay. Nothing we can do this turn, sadly. He's probably going to just float as well. And then we shall see what he does. Okay, so he's going to play his own Ebony Maw. So he's playing what looks to be as the good cards deck, guys. And if you look at our deck tracker, Arrow, Sandman, Devil, Dinosaur, Wave, and Electro. So we could Jubilee in a ramp card. And or Arrow. And or we just play She-Hulk and Sunspot together. Okay, we're good. Actually, that wasn't correct. I think I'm crazy. Okay. He did get this, and that worked out well for him. He's not going to be our Sanctum. We don't have to really do the whole Doom thing now. If we Jubilee and we pull Wave, it's not terrible. If we Jubilee and pull Electro, obviously worst case scenario, Arrow's not bad either. We're going to go with this and Snap, I think, because there's only one card we don't want, and the rest of the cards we do want. Or at least we can see a winning path with the other cards. Dude, I want a Sandman. Hopefully this is a Sandman. You'll see we're brothers. Oh, God. Well, I guess that gives us more energy for our Sunspot. So we only have one card here, yeah? Do we just play our highest power card and or do we play Odin? If we play Odin, we have a chance to get 12. And we get more Electro that feeds to our Sunspot. If we play Magneto, really nothing happens crazy. Arrows, Arrow, Devil, Dinosaur. I think this is the play. Yeah, we're going to go with Odin. What is he planning on playing? Okay. We got another 8-cuber, guys. Holy crap. People are being nuts today. People are wild out there. And we played another Sandman Brother. This, by the way, is a textbook. You probably should retreat if I had the right side looking pretty good for us. So there you go. Nice Jubilee play. I think the deck tracker is great for Jubilee. So if you do play on PC at all, again, you can check that out. And it just helps see like what you have the chance to pull and what you don't. Okay, we have Daknova. Elysium is our first location. Always good to have a free way to ramp it out. I'll take that gift from the heavens here. Sandman will definitely be our foreplay. Whoops. Don't demonetize me. Jubilee will be on 3. And this guy just gave us a uppercut right to the face on turn 1, guys. God. Okay, so we can do nothing right now. We're going to keep passing. Going to go in and Jubilee this turn. And we have Sunspot for what it's worth. So, Jubilee, if you look at our deck tracker, which you can find in the description, pretty much has value. Maybe Ebony Maw would suck a little bit, so we'll play it on the right side for safety. And I like my odds here. Especially now that he played Goose. Because this is either a Cerebro or it's going to be a kind of like the control bounce we've been seeing. All right, so no brainer here, guys. We are going to Sandman and Snap. The Sand and Snap. And then we'll probably just play... if we get Wave, we could do that. We'll probably just play... I don't know, Devil, then Doom. Well, that's pretty big. Good thing that Arrow got her buff, huh? Ebony is 0, but that does nothing for us. And here we go, guys. So if we play Doom right now, we could Odin the next turn. I suppose we have a lot of plays. As much as I want to Doom, I think we just Devil here, and then we Doom next turn. If we pull Odin, obviously Doom would have been nice, but it is what it is. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so we barely edged him out over there. The problem is if we get rid of a card, we go down to 22. So we still are going to win there. We did get the Odin, so LOL. And then we did get Doom as well. We can move his Maximus with Magneto into the middle. Like, dude, we got a lot of ways to win. I think, though, we might be overthinking it. And Dr. Doom is kind of all we need to play. He can't Shang-Chi us. He's out of here. Very good textbook Sandman game. We have Odin, Jubilee, and Sandman. Kind of tempting to play Ebony on cloning vats. A little crazy, but I don't hate it. Let's go ahead and save it for one turn, but I might do that. less tempted to do it now. We could play Ebony in the middle. Let's do that. We're probably not going to play anything on this lane. Having 9 over 2 is decent. Okay, he's going to Psylocke. So probably we're have a Mr. Negative deck, potentially. All right, can't do anything this turn. And we have no wave cards. We are getting pretty unlucky. This guy was able to Psylocke. Mr. Negative should have snapped. Such a good combo. And at this moment, we are going to Jubilee left side. This guy should be snapping. We're going to Jubilee left side here and then play Sandman next turn, depending on what we pull. You got to be kidding me. Okay. Well, I wouldn't call that great. We can stop his Thor with our Sandman now, so there is that option. I think that's what we have to do. I think that's like our only play, right? So here's my thinking. I think we Sandman right, Odin left last turn, Jubilee pulls, hopefully, well, anything good. We only have good cards left. This is actually going to be a pretty easy win because we're winning in the middle. If he plays Thor's Hammer by some miracle, then it's probably looking bad. I doubt he has Thor's Hammer yet. Probably even better for us, maybe. Okay, we have She-Hulk now. Do we just arrow twice? Yeah. There's a lot of different things we can do. I'm like 90% sure, guys, we just arrow 2 times. And then that's it. I don't think he can beat that. Because even if he has Thor's Hammer, he loses, yeah? God, my wife is so good. He double Thored. He double Thored. So if he plays Mjolnir, he's going to have a billion power, but that's all he could play. That is legit all he could play. So we're just going to play another arrow. There's no way he's going to stay. He's got to leave. Yeah, dude, leave. Please leave. Don't do this. Look at the Ebony holding down the fort. And there's a lot of ways we could have won, to be fair, but this was definitely the most polarizing and kind of disgusting. Your 2 cubes here is a good thing. You don't need him anyway. He's the thumbs up. All right, GG, buddy. Good stuff. So I think it took him a second to realize that, you know, Arrow's still here. If he did have Dr. Doom, he still would have lost. So we won across the board. Well, hello, Gamma Lab as our first location. We have Sunspot as well, Electro. Okay, a lot of things happening. The Electro into Gamma Lab is almost a snap for me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I hate Iceman. Well, this is still pretty good. It's also decent to throw that into here. I don't know which one's better. I would probably say they both have their advantages, but I probably am going to go with Gamma Lab here. Or we just give him that location because it probably seems like he has a low-cost deck. So maybe we do go mid. Yeah, let's go mid. You know what I mean? Because he's just going to outbeat us there anyway with turn 3, so we might as well let him have it. Well, yeah, we can't even do anything. Floating the Sunspot sucks here. He's going to edge us out by 1. Oh, that's frustrating. We have Jubilee, which, if you look at, Jubilee's almost pure profit no matter what. Electro isn't a bad play here either. Or we Jubilee and just get good luck. Let's go with the good luck choice, huh? We have 7 in the middle. He doesn't have a lot of playing room. He is winning pretty big over here, but I kind of like my odds. We're going to snap. This is, by the way, probably a stupid snap. If I was evaluating myself, we probably would want to snap next turn, but by the chance we get Sandman or Arrow or something, throwing him off, well, okay. Turn 5. I think no brainer. We do just play Wave here, and we could probably play Dr. Doom. Oh, okay, so good and bad for us, right? Because He is going to be able to play at least a couple of cards with the cost reduction. He'll be able to play 2 cards. Will 2 be enough? I'll let you decide. I think Dr. Doom is a decent play. We wouldn't win over here, but I don't think we need to. It kind of covers us on 2 lanes. This also isn't a bad idea. I'm at an impasse, guys. I think it's either Devil left or it's Dr. Doom. Let's go with Doom. I don't love it, especially if you Shang-Chi's. If this is Shang... Okay. Well, howdy day, did we make the right choice? No way this guy's going to win here. Well, that's a big number. Well, that's another big number. But it's not bigger than, well, okay, hold on. Slow your rope. Wow! Darkhawk! By 1! Feels bad. Alright, guys, I have become... Oh, hot damn. I have become the hero or the villain I swore to defeat by using Sandman. However, we do not have Leech in the deck, so I feel a little bit better about myself. We have Sunspot and Jubilee. 1 cost Jubilee is spicy, guys. Very spicy. We're not going to snap into that, though. We don't want to let them know that we got that good value. All right, great. Don't. Why can't we have nice things here on the channel? That's all I want to know. Just why? All right, we have Electro, Ebony, and Magneto. Ebony is a 6/1, so he will not see the light of effing day. We can play Electro early and just feed everything to our Sunspot. Kind of a weird move, but you know what? After that Jubilee left us, it is what it is. I don't even know. What did he lose? Demon? Oh, well, feels bad, bro. Okay, I didn't realize he lost a demon. All right, we're going to pass everything on over to the Sunspot. He's going to really hate playing this Falcon deck if we do get our Sandman. Probably Devil here. You better get those cards out now. Because if we get Sandman, it's over. He's picking them back up. Look at this madman. We're probably going to get a rock at this point. No, we got Dr. Doom. Okay, well, not bad. We'll definitely play Doom now. I don't really feel like we can lose this. Even with all of his gadgets, I think we're pretty good. If we get Odin next turn, we can always Dr. Doom Odin. If we don't... Okay, so here comes the dumpster fire, right? We're about to see a billion cards get played. We just need to win 2 lanes. So what I'm thinking is we do Magneto left. We move Bishop over here. The problem is he could very well fill up all of this quite easily. And or win this lane over here. It might be advantageous for us to Magneto right side. That might make the most sense. Although you know he's going to put the whole kitchen sink over there. So maybe we just do Magneto left. And hope he doesn't fill the peak. We didn't get Sandman. If we did this, obviously this battle would be over. Oh my god, he didn't fill it. So the monkey's going to come out pretty huge. Okay, so we won middle, no matter what. Here comes the monkey. The monkey's about to be a problem. Oh my god, just don't be in the middle. All skill. Just all skill. Yeah, look it. We guessed right. Okay, sometimes it's your lucky day. I'll take it. So there we go, guys. We have our Sandman and our Wave 5 deck that is great right now in the current season to counter the new meta as well as the old meta. Now, against Shuri decks, sometimes it can struggle, but again, I win about 75% win rate, and most of the games that I won was just by controlling them with our big cards. I want to thank you guys for hanging out today, and hopefully you enjoyed today's deck guide video. If you did and you come back and you want to support the channel and myself as a creator, go ahead and subscribe down below. It helps a lot. I wish you good luck climbing with this deck. Have a good one. Have a great one. And until the next one, happy snapping.